Ducks ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go on the attack first. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds his target. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down, now maybe open it up even more.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. Might have a chance. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just on. in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
It'll be the Kodiak's offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. All over him immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moves the pocket. It's Powers. Under pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And it's the Kodiaks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looking for room. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing more. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19. They're being hauled down.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on the extra point. Bringing it out. That is a decision. Regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on...
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's
Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Trojans offense will have the football first. And we've said many times the tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. They're all over him. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keep. to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Goes high to pull it in. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Entering Accessibility tab, menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Selling the fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Ducks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Dante Moore, on a game he had last time out, 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that 1 loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they had early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well. Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. He's changing the play. Dante Moore rushes on. Right side, it's Johnson. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Makes the grab.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver. more help on the outside.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Moore. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Grabs it, and he will score. Touchdown. Ducks. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here. The USC offense to drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside, it's Miller. Turning it on! Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Mayav at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to tote it.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame.
But, and he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz and then the run. Made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Sets his feet. It's Mayava. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will bring the punt. To the field. Catch is made at the 15. He couldn't find much. From there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Breaks the tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Johnson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing Moore. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 7.
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Firing deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. On the run, it's Hill. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
They'll go play action with Moore. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He spins that thing down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Down to 2. Before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces a third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They got him free for... Big gainer down to the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Left side, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Lets it fly. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Turns it upfield. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out wide right, it's Miller. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 30. We're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. Look out! Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Right on target this time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Pulls it in. Fights off a defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback changing the play. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field. Nice high percentage play.
That's caught. It's Stewart. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you know, when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could...
Touchdown, Oregon! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the